WiseGuyBets here with some DFS fantasy picks for tonight. We're looking at the main slate on DraftKings, 10 games. Today's date is 7/17/2021. And let's get right into it. At pitcher, I'm looking at Brady Singer for Kansas City. He's going against Baltimore. His projection on the day is 15.5 fantasy points. He has 91 strikeouts on the season. He's getting around 4.8. He's pitching around 4.8 innings per game. His last three games, fantasy point wise, is 13, 7, and 19. I like his salary, 6,600 on DraftKings. He's someone you can put with one of the studs like Jared Cole tonight, and I think be okay. He hasn't faced Baltimore in the past. Another reason I like him. I just like Mr. Singer in this spot, especially at the salary of 6,600. He's someone I'm going to try to get into my lineup tonight at the pitcher position. Let's look at the catcher position. I'm looking at Victor Caratini for San Diego. His projection on night is 6.3 fantasy points. He's batting .224 on the season. He's only getting about 2.7 at bats per game. His last three games, fantasy point wise, is 6, 0, and 9. San Diego scored, I think, 24 runs last night on Washington, which was bad. So, usually when a team, what I've noticed, a team coming off a big output like that doesn't usually have a big output the second day. But the projection over under is 9.5, and I do like Victor Cartini in this position tonight. His last five against Washington's been 5-3, 5-3, and 9. We just don't have much to choose from at the catcher position. His salary is $2,200, and I basically choose to punt this position tonight. Let's look at the first base position. We're going with Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis. His projection on the night is 8.5 fantasy points. He has 14 homers on the season. He's batting .265. He's getting around 3.8 at bats per game. His last three games, fantasy point wise, is 12, 23, 16. Salary for the night on DraftKings is $5,100. He is batting .500 against his pitchers, 6 singles, 1 home run, and 24 at bats. That's a pretty good sample size. He's batting .500 against the pitcher with 24 at bats. I like that. He's going into my lineups. His last 5 against San Francisco is 14, 5, 12, 9, and 16. So Mr. Goldsmith is someone I want to try to get into my lineup tonight at the first base position. Let's look at the second base position. We're looking at Colton Wong for Milwaukee. His projection on the night is 8 fantasy points. He has 7 homers on the season. He's batting .299. He's getting around 3.7 at bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, is 18, 0, and 15. He's 4,800 on DraftKings. He's 9 for 21 against the pitcher he's facing. He's batting .429. 5 singles, 2 doubles, 1 home run. He's making good contact against his pitcher. Leadoff hitter. I like him in this spot. His last 5 against Cincinnati is 8, 5, 4, 24, and 15. Mr. Wong is someone I want to try to get into my lineup tonight at the second base position. Let's look at the third base position. We're looking at Eugenio Suarez for Cincinnati, another player from the Cincinnati-Milwaukee game. His projection on the night is 8 fantasy points. He has 18 home runs on the season. He is getting around 3.7 at bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, is 14, 4, and 13. He is 5 for 8 against the St. Louis pitcher. 4 singles, 1 home run, batting .278. His salary on DraftKings is $3,900. His last 5 against Milwaukee is 0, 4, 14, 4, and 13. I like Mr. Suarez in this position tonight. I like his success against the pitcher that he's facing, and he is someone I want to try to get into my lineups tonight at the third base position, Eugenio Suarez. Let's look at the shortstop position. At shortstop, I'm looking at Chris Taylor from the LA Dodgers. His projection on the night is 7.7 fantasy points. He's batting 276 on the year. He's getting around 3.4 bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, are 9, 8, and 18. Salary is $5,700. He's batting 353 against this pitcher, 6 for 17, 4 singles and 2 home runs. I like that stat. I like 2 home runs and 17 at bats. This is a stack-friendly game also. The run projection total is 11.5. Stack-friendly game that, probably you can put players in for both sides, for LA, Dodgers, and Colorado. Mr. Taylor's last 5 against Colorado is 8, 17, 0, 11, and 18. So Chris Taylor is someone I want to try to get into my lineups tonight at the shortstop position. Let's look at the outfield. In the outfield, we're going with Mitch Haniger for Seattle. His projection on the night is 8.4 fantasy points. He has 21 homers on the season. He's batting 265. He's getting 4 at-bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point-wise, is 7, 3, 28. Salary is $4,400 on DraftKings. He's batting 364 against the pitcher he's facing tonight. 4 singles out of 11 at-bats. Second in the lineup. I like him getting on base and maybe scoring a couple runs and exceeding that 8.4 projection. The overrun total for this game is 8.5, so we can possibly see him get to the plate 5 times a night, especially since he's at the beginning of the lineup. So Mitch Haniger is someone I definitely want to try to get into my lineups tonight in the outfield. Those are my picks for today. Hey, if my picks help you, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you know when new videos are posted. Until the next video, peace.